showdown between a couple of Pac-12 rivals. Time to get this game started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. The Arizona State Sun Devils offense will start this game off. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the...
Run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Defense is about firing off the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming in.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the offense. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Sun Devils are on the move. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Got stuffed on first down. It's has to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
On first down, here comes this offense. He's going to pass. Fires to the big fella.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The Huskies in the hurry-up. The corners are walked up tight. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this run.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And now it's 2nd down for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Back to throw, it's Tolzien. Quickly complete. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Those are those where you're just looking at your hands. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
Trying to make magic with his feet. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the run.
Avoid a disaster and stop the really big play. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. Here's the handoff. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He's got his man. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And the Sun Devils want to crank the tempo. They'll try to run for it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back looking for help. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Huskies have it back trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, Dave.
Snags it down the right side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. The play-action fake. Fires downfield. Finds a man by himself. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Husky. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Going up top on first down. They're working again. Looking for the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. Running back searching for a hole. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Back open in the middle. He stopped almost immediately. Didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down. Scanning the field, it's Tolzien. Quick strike complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
Cornerbacks have to have great instincts, and they have to have great field awareness. They got to understand where they are and how that relates. You got to understand the sideline's there. So I don't need to get too close to the sideline. He understood that. Understand the receiver didn't have very much space to work with, takes advantage of it, and makes the big interception.
First down for this offense. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. The Sun Devils have taken it inside the 20. Looking to go up top on first down. He finds his man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 40, at the 20, and he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Washington!
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Handoff from the gun. Wart's ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Tolzien. Fires to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
What a weapon this guy is, right? The tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to break down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
To the ground with the back. The Sun might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Handoff to the single back. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it, open.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Tolzien. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. You see a defensive lineman come up with a play like that, make the sack, they start building some momentum to impose their will up front.
Man, there ain't nothing better than getting a stack. That's what you keep track of on defensive line. You're like, yeah, I already got one. You start keeping a tally of how many you can get. That's what you dream about. You dream about getting to the quarterback. Yes, tackles are nice, but I want sacks. I want that QB on the ground.
And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Lost one deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And it's intercepted. He tried to set up the screen, and the defense was right there. Touchdown, Arizona State! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
28, Washington, 14.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for...
Flying down the right side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Huskies. And once he got loose, it was all over. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
21.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Line gets set, first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
He's right on target. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Tolzien. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Oh, he makes the catch. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. They're going to run it to the right. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the offense. The receiver on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Michigan is currently ahead in this one in a jam-packed big house, but it's been close so far. They're up by just 1 over Maryland. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move gives him the first down yardage? Washington right back to the line.
I'll tell you.
The 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires on the move. It's caught. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. They're trying to get to him. He's got it down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Looking to throw it again. Pressure coming. Took a shot as he threw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. 1st down here for the offense. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll try to get outside. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes his connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Time to take a shot. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Arizona State. And they take it in for 6 more points. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it and still on his feet. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Got it! That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On second down, they'll take to the air. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Huskies!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Quarterback checking the play. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Back to pass, it's Tolzien. Coming after it. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're